Yeah, good morning, Srinivas. Uh, yeah, thank you all. Pratik, if you are not able to hear me, please log out and log in once again, or else everyone use headphone for better audio call. Yeah, good morning. So we are starting, everyone. Let others join. Let us start with this workshop. So I just welcome everyone from Naresh IT. So the agenda for today's workshop is why should I learn Python? So let us discuss, or let's have a brief discussion that why you should learn Python in 2020. Okay, so let's go one by one and let's talk about it, why you should learn Python. The first thing, someone says that voice is very slow. I hope it's okay now. I hope it's okay now. You can able to hear me. Yeah, let me check with everyone that is the voice okay. Yeah, for others it's okay. So some of you, if anybody is facing any problem with voice, please check on your side as well. Yeah, some of them may be facing little audio, but everyone else says audio is very clear. Yeah, thank you everyone, because as it is online, so we need to check is the audio and the screen is clear for everyone so that I can start with my session. Yeah, thank you all for telling us the audio, and uh, we want this workshop to be very interactive, guys, as it is online. So, and I hope some of you, not all, may be attending the online session for the first time. So, we want your interaction and we want your queries. And if you face any sort of problem with audio or with screen, please let me know. I'll just give a quick review. What Yeah, I'll just come back to your queries. What is it? That's what we all are here to understand. What is it? Why we are learning this Python and how it will be useful in different areas. We'll talk about it. Okay. I hope my session itself will answer your question, Ganesh. Still not, then I would like to answer at the end of the session. Okay, so let me start with now. Let me start. So before we go for why we actually learning, why should we learn Python? Let us talk for 5 minutes. Let us talk about the history of Python. Who is the person behind it? Okay, and how he struggled for making this programming language, and why it became so popular since a decade. Why it became so popular? Because if you know the history of the programming language called Python, then you will start understanding this language in a better way. Okay, so let me just quickly have a history about this guy called Guido van Rossum. Okay, so I hope everyone here has heard about his name, called Guido van Rossum. He's the guy behind this programming language called Python. So let us see that why it became so popular these days actually, because that will be our first reason for learning Python. Okay, because we're going to see in this workshop that what are the reasons or why you should learn Python actually. Okay, why you should not go for Java or C or C++ or any other popular languages. why you should go for Python, and why Python is a #1 programming language in 2020. So that's the motto of our session, and we'll talk about all these things in detail. So first thing, I would like to use my blackboard, and I would like to explain you here that why actually you should learn Python. What is the history behind this programming language called Python? So let me talk about this guy a little bit. He actually, this Guido van Rossum, is born in 31st January 1956 in Netherlands. Okay, so it is born in 31st January 1956 in Netherlands. And after this, he completed his degree in 1982, okay, in mathematics and computer science from University of Amsterdam in the Netherlands again. Okay, so he completed his degree. In 1982, he completed his degree. And after completing his degree in late 1982, okay, he joined in one of the organization called CWI, stands for Centrum Wiskunde and Informatica. Let me repeat again. After completing his degree in late 1982, he joined in one of the organization in Netherlands called CWI, which stands for Centrum Wiskunde and Informatica, which is actually a research laboratory, and he joined as an ABC programmer. So there were a project going on called ABC Programming Language Development. So he joined as a project developer for ABC Programming Language. But after 5 years, this ABC Programming Language was dropped, and the team with the Guido van Rossum has joined in another project called CRUD-DEM project, which is CWI's another project called CRUD-DEM project. But the reason they dropped this ABC programming language is lack of success, because that time there were a lot of popular programming languages, so it did not got succeeded in the computer world. So they dropped this project, and this Guido van Rossum has joined in another project which was called as CRUD-DEM project, okay, which was making an amoeba operating system actually. Okay, they were making the amoeba operating system, which was a distributed operating system. So the job of this Guido van Rossum and his team is to write the utility program for this amoeba operating system. Okay, and initially they selected C language for writing these utility programs for this distributed operating system, but it was taking too long. Okay, so this Guido van Rossum was thinking to replace the C language with another language, and there was an ABC language in his mind, which was he was spent 5 years on making this programming language. So he wanted to use that ABC language for their utility programming. But soon he realized that ABC is not good to talk to server and file system, because ABC language was good to talk to data and to deal with data and all. So he was not about to select this ABC programming language. And but he realized that whatever the time left over for writing these utility programs for this amoeba operating system, he realized that he can come up with his own programming language. So he started working on it. He said in his interview that he used to go to office at daytime. At night time, he started working on one of the interpreter. He started writing an interpreter at home. And he used to share that with their colleagues, and they also started liking his idea, and they started working on the same project what he was working on for making this interpreter to write this utility program for amoeba operating system. So at late 1989, actually in 1989, okay, they launched a programming language called Python, which he borrowed everything from ABC language and many more languages like C, C++, and other programming languages as well. So he talked to these CWI people, and he wanted to launch this programming language called ABC programming language, Python as a programming language. And the reason he told in an interview that he named as Python because he don't want to overestimate for naming this programming language like the other programming languages does. He wanted to name whatever comes in mind, and he was a very big fan of a BBC comedy series called Monty's Python Flying Circus. So he wanted to name under a character called Monty's Python. So he named under this guy called Python as the name of the project because he wanted this language to fun to learn, not as a complex language to learn like other programming languages. So he named under that guy. So many of us, whenever we think about Python, we generally think that it was named under a snake or some sort of the first thing comes in our mind is snake, obviously, right? The first thing comes in our mind is a snake whenever we see the programming language called Python. But that's not true, guys. It was not named under any snake. The name is also history. I would like to clear here that it was not named under any snake. It was named under comedy series, a BBC comedy series, which he was a very big fan of his, that is called Monty's Python Flying Circus. So under his name, he named this project as Python. So he launched Python in 1989. He launched the first version of Python in 1989. Okay, and he released a couple of versions like Python 0.9 was the first version he launched. Then he launched some of the versions like Python 1.1, 1.2 and all. Then after that, he joined in another organization. In 1995, he joined in another organization called CNRI, which stands for Corporation for National Research Initiative. And in CNRI, he launched Python 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6. Up to 1.6, he launched the versions of Python in CNRI. And in 2000, he wanted to make this Python. He was looking for Python to make an open source. So he joined in another startup company, and that name as beopen.com. That was a startup company. The only difference between the Python 1.6 and Python 2 was Python 2.0 was an open source version. Open source means they release the version of Python actually, so that everybody can see the code of Python. So that's why you can see these days there are a lot of flavors of Python available. You have Jython, you have Cython, you have Iron Python, okay, you have Python. So there are multiple versions or multiple flavors are available of Python, because one of the biggest reason why Python became popular is because of this open source. So then he joined in many other companies. He worked in Google for 10 years. He worked in Dropbox, okay, and the people who is taking care of this Python right now is called Python Software Foundation. So if you wish to download the Python version or the Python interpreter, you can simply go and visit to the website called Python Software Foundation, and you can just download the current version of Python, which is Python 3.8.1, and you can download this version and you can start working on that. Anyhow, I'll show some practical as well, as it is a workshop on Python, but my intention was to make you understand why we are here. So after that, Python was developed in 1989, because most of you might thought that Python was developed recently, but it was developed in 1989. So the first question everybody will come up with, that why Python is popular these days? Why Python is treated as #1 programming language these days when it was developed in 1989? You know, it was actually a very popular programming language for many people in the companies, but now it's becoming a popular language for everyone here. So anybody here would like to answer? Like, why do you think the popular Python is popular these days? Why do you think Python is popular these days? Sorry, you should ask me the question, but I'm asking question here because okay, many of them thinks about it's popular because of machine learning and artificial intelligence. It takes less time. It is very comfortable for beginners. Okay, so we're getting a lot of answers here. Okay, so let me answer this question from my side. Why Python became popular now? Okay, why people wanted to learn Python all these days? Okay, it's actually when you if you consider programming language, it's a #1 programming language now. Okay, after JavaScript and all, it's a #1 programming language. Okay, and there, I hope you heard a lot of jokes regarding Java versus Python, C versus Python and all. So let me make it all those things clear. So very good everyone here, that all your points is 100% correct, but let me talk about why it is very popular now. So I can see all of you have already did a little homework on Python, but let me go here and talk about that why it is so popular. Okay, so what is Python? I already told you. Python is a powerful, high-level, multi-purpose programming language created by Guido van Rossum. So we already talked about this is a language created by Guido van Rossum, and we also seen that how he struggled from making this Python, working from CWI to he joined in CNRI, then he went to beopen.com, and after that beopen.com, in 6 months the beopen.com got shut down, and they left nowhere, and they came on the road. They left only with a computer system. There's nothing to work with, and luckily they got another call from another startup company, but this time they did little homework and joined in that company which was working on Python, and they got job into that, and then he went to another organization and started working on it. So actually guys, he worked very hard to make all these versions of Python. Okay, and then in 2008 he parallelly started working on another version called Python 3.x version. So there were two versions, Python 2.x and 3.x. So there is also confusion like why we have these two versions. At some point I would like to clear this version confusion as well, but currently you have two versions guys, Python 2.x version and Python 3.x version. But was very clear that Python 2.x version is going to end up in 2020 now. They have given 2020 as a last year for completion of this version. No, so now the support for 2.x version is already completed now. But we'll talk somehow, and I would like to answer that why it is so popular in 2000 since last years. Why it is so popular? As I already told you, the language is administered by the non-profit Python Software Foundation, and many of the people who improve it are private citizens who volunteer their time to do so. That's what I told you, one of the reasons behind the popularity of Python. So we would first thing we wanted to know the reasons for popularity of Python. One of the biggest reason, you know, why Python is so popular, because of these open source guys. Okay, most of the languages you learn like C, Java and all, they are not open source. You cannot see the source code of the interpreter or the compiler or of the other languages, but Python is an open source guys. You can see the source code of that interpreter, you can contribute to it. That's how the Python grows guys. If you visit this website called Python Software Foundation, you can be a member of that workshop, I mean to say that group, and you can also contribute to it now. You can not only become a Python developer, you can also be you can become a Python developer by contributing to that particular thing. So that's one of the biggest reason why Python became so popular actually. Python is free and open source. I told you it's not only free to download, it's an open source as well. Like you can check the source code of it. You don't need to buy you to use it. And source code for the Python programming language is freely available. It's freely available. The syntax of the language is clean and lengthy. Length of this is relatively short, guys. Length of Python is relatively short. This is another reason, as many of them has mentioned in their chat, it is very simple code, very less code compared to other programming languages. I can tell you guys, I can show you some of the programs here where you, in other programming languages, you used to write in 30-40 lines of code, but you won't believe, guys, you can write that same code in just couple of lines. You can write the same code in just couple of lines in Python. So that's the one of the beauty of Python, is that people would love to write code in Python. Believe me, guys, whatever the students I have seen learning Python, I have seen there literally they started loving Python from day one to day end, and they never want to code. This is the real thing I would like to tell here, that they never want to code in any other programming language other than Python because they started loving it. I hope that after this workshop, everybody here will start loving Python. Okay, so that is one of the reason, one of the solution I would like to tell you why should you learn Python, because you will love this programming language, guys. You will love to learn this programming language because of this syntax, because of this the way you write the program, because it's pure, like you never feel like you're writing a program, guys, because this Guido von Rossum wanted this programming language fun to learn. You never feel like you will be writing any programming language, because the way he made the syntax is like you're writing some English script, guys. You feel like you're writing some English script. I'll show you practically, that comes in the practical session. Last half an hour, I'll make it pure practical so that you can learn what are the different platforms and how you will learn this programming language. And last half an hour, I'll completely keep it for your queries, because that is what the agenda for this workshop, so that everybody here should get to know that based on their interest, will Python will be helpful for them or not. That's what the agenda, right? Everybody will have this question that why should I learn Python? Then I'm here to answer your question, guys. Why should you learn Python? Because everybody here from different stream. Many people are from computer science background. Many people are from different background. Many people from non-IT background as well here, and they wanted to know. That's why they are here to get answered. If I learn Python, how it will be benefited for me. So I'm here to answer your question, guys. Okay, so it's very relatively short. Very language is very clean. It's fun to work with Python because it allows you to think about the problem rather than focusing on the syntax. Because the beauty of the syntax is so beautiful that you'll never worry about the syntax, guys. You will always think about the problem rather than worrying about the syntax. Do we need to learn? There was a question I would like to answer here from Ganesh. Says, do we need to learn C language before going to Python? Let me tell you, guys, you don't have to learn any programming language before you learn Python. Okay, you know, this Python Software Foundation used to conduct conferences called PyCon. And you don't believe, guys, they are teaching this Python for the people or the students or the kids of age 12 to 13 years old. So you don't have to learn any programming language before it. I can tell you, guys, for this workshop or for this Python course, you can ask your kids, if you have kids, or you can ask your brothers and sisters who are just age of 12 and 13 or below that to join this, and they will definitely going to enjoy and definitely going to end up with a programming language called Python. So it's so simple. It's the language for beginners, and I can say this is a language for the people who want to grow with actually. So this is a language for everyone, guys. This is a language for everyone who wanted to learn this programming language just as a beginning. Okay, and the person who wanted to learn this language to write programs in different stream, or wanted to go for machine learning, wanted to go for artificial intelligence, wanted to go for data science, wanted to go for cloud computing, wanted to develop automated system, wanted to do for testing job, wanted to develop games, wanted to write some desktop application, okay, for mobile application, everywhere guys. Okay, in short, I wanted to tell that Python is everywhere. To make you understand, I would like to take some example here. I would like to tell you like where Python can be useful. I think after this slide you will get much clarity that where Python can be useful. So is history clear, guys? Any question from whatever I have covered? Yeah, that's what I would like to talk about that, Srinivas. Ganesh says the history part is very clear. So one reason we all are very clear. No problem, Abdul. I was just talking about the history of Python, who developed it and why he developed, why it was named Python. Okay, so no worry about it. Now let us try to understand. Okay, the purpose, like why we all are here to learn Python. I would like to tell you like after learning Python what you can do actually. Okay, actually this session is all about 2 hours, guys. The next 1.5 hours we're going to talk about like why we are that I cannot this is okay. So thank you for your confirmation. So let me talk about, guys. Okay, so let me talk about like what do you see on the screen, guys? Can someone explain me what do you see on the screen right now? Can someone explains me what do you see on the screen right now? A user sending. Okay, Vishnu thinks it's an application. Sorry, guys, I sometimes ask some weird questions, but I would like to gather your attention. So I need to ask you, what do you understand by this diagram? Okay, someone thinks that how a user can use application internally, how user communicates. Okay, Shah thinks it's like front end and back end. Okay, very good, guys. Okay, actually, I was talking about like there will be something like application server, and there will be a database server, and there will be user. This is actually, if you talk in computer science, it is generally called it as three-tier architecture. Three-tier architecture. The client will send the request to the application server. This application server can be any application server. It can be a Google application server, it can be Amazon application server, it can be a Flipkart application server, or it can be a Facebook application server. Any application server actually. Okay, so hello Farah. So it can be any application server. So what you will be doing is you will be sending a request to this application server, and that application server will further communicate back to the database and then fetch the data from the database. Let us talk about, yeah, here what is the difference between application server and database server. Yeah, Vishwa, I will talk about it. What is the difference between application server and the database server? Let me talk about an example to make you understand. Let me talk about something like your Amazon as a application server, or a Facebook application server. Like for example, when you type www.amazon.com, that request will go to that Amazon application server. And what that Amazon application server will do is there will be some scripts running here which will further talk to database, because whatever the product information you have about what you see in Amazon, whether it can be a mobile phone product information or any product information you will be looking for, it will be stored either in the database or it will be stored in the data warehouse. If the data is very huge or unstructured data, then it will be stored in a data warehouse, because database will not be enough to store big data and all. So if it is a simple data like a login credential and all, it will be stored in a database actually, like MySQL or Sybase or any sort of database. But if the data is unstructured or huge data, it will be stored in the data warehouse act. Okay. Now, when the user sends this Amazon www.amazon, then what happens is you need to write a program so that it takes the request, talk to the database, and send the response back to the user. You need a programming language to write that particular application here in the application server. And the guy who used to do that is generally called as a developer. Okay, generally call it as a web developer. So the first reason I would like to tell you, if anybody here have already learned some or already did a course as a web development, okay, then you are in the right place, guys. You can, after learning Python, you can become a web developer. You can also become a web developer. So let me tell you, if you wanted to become a web developer, then what kind of programming languages you should know. So I need your help as well. Like for example, you wanted to become a web developer now. You wanted to become a web developer. So can you tell me, guys, to become a web developer, what actually you need to know? What you should know to become a web developer? Okay, very good. So can I say that, as someone said, that you need to know some front-end programming languages as well as back-end programming languages? Very good. Okay, very good. You need to know some front-end programming languages and you need to know some back-end programming languages. Okay, back-end is also called as server-side programming languages. You need to know server-side programming languages. Okay, so as a front-end programming languages, very good. As everybody mentioned here, as a front-end programming languages, you should know HTML or HTML, the current version 5 or something. You should know cascading style sheet for styling. You should know JavaScript. You should know JavaScript, and you will also be knowing some frameworks. Like for CSS, you have a couple of frameworks. Like you have Bootstrap. You have Bootstrap. Okay. You have W3 CSS. Okay, so these are the frameworks for your styling language, and you have other frameworks like jQuery, you have AngularJS, okay, for JavaScript kind of thing. So you will be learning some front-end things here now. So if anybody here completed their course in front-end like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and they wanted to become a web developer, then after Python, after learning Python, you can become a web developer, guys. Because I'll talk about, Manoj, what is meant by framework actually. Okay, basically framework are the one which makes your life easy. Like if you know about cascading style sheet, okay, you have to type everything. Like I would like to talk about, like most of you might be here who already have learned Java as the programming language, right? You have already learned Java as a programming language. So my question is, can I use Java for server-side programming? Can I use Java for a backend as a server-side programming? Okay, Shiva thinks yes, Sadaf thinks yes, Ahmed thinks no. You cannot use Java as a backend or server-side programming language. But actually, guys, you can use some of, yes, Java can be used as, yeah, very good. We have something like servlets, right? We have servlets, we have JSP or Java server pages to write server-side programming or the backend programming. But you know, we also have some frameworks to write that thing. Like we have frameworks like Springs, I hope you heard about it. You heard about Springs. You heard about Hibernate. Yeah, these are the frameworks to write the programs for servlet or JSP. So basically, a framework will make your life easy. Okay, if anybody from Java background, they would like to learn servlets. They would like to learn JSP for writing this server-side programming actually. But if you are from C# background, if you are from C# background, then you would like to ASP.NET, then you will like to learn ASP.NET. Okay, if you are you can also learn PHP, as most of them say that PHP can be a language for writing server-side programming, or you can learn many other languages. But our question is, can you become a web developer after learning Python? Yes, you can become a web developer after learning Python, because Python has given you nice frameworks are available in Python to write web development. Okay, we have frameworks like Django, we have frameworks like Flask, okay, we have frameworks like Web2Py. So all these frameworks are available for writing the web development, and believe me guys, these frameworks makes your life so easy that you can become a web developer very easily if you know these front-end programming languages, and if you just explore this Django. What is a prerequisite to learn Django is Python. You should know Python to become a web developer. So there was a question from Ganesh. New to computer programming, recently I'm learning C language. Then obviously, yes, it's Web2Py guys, sorry. This is Web2Py. Okay, so these are the frameworks, Srinivas. These are all the frameworks which are server-side programming actually. So if you wanted to write any server-side program, or if you wanted to write some backend programming, then you can explore any one of these frameworks. Django, Flask, or Web2Py. These are the frameworks available for writing web development programming actually. So if you don't want to use Java, if you don't want to use ASP.NET, PHP and all, then you can go for this Django framework. And you might have done this servlets, some of you might have learned ASP.NET and you might have learned PHP guys. And I know that if you wanted to make a website using these programming languages or using these frameworks, you may require a lot of code to write. Believe me guys, with a couple of lines of code, you can write some very nice websites actually using this Django framework. Using this Django framework, you can, yeah, Pylon is also a web framework, yes. Okay, so these are all frameworks available to become a web developer. So this is our first reason that why you should learn Python. So after learning Python, if anybody here are interested to become a web developer, are interested to make any website, they are in the correct place. They have joined our workshop to understand why should I learn Python. So you should learn Python if you wanted to become a web developer guys. Believe me, it is much easier than your servlets, your JSP, your ASP.NET and even PHP guys. Believe me, keep my words. Okay, make my words that it is so easy. You will definitely enjoy learning Django or Flask or Web2Py or any other web framework available in Python. Okay, I will come to that point, Ganesh. I'll come to that point now. So is this clear, everyone? Django is widely used, guys. Django and Flask is actually mostly used. And you know, your Instagram is written in Django. Lots of websites like Reddit, your Khan Academy. There are many websites which has been written in Django actually. So industry uses Django as a framework, mostly very popular framework actually, but Flask is another popular framework. So we're going to have one more workshop guys on Django. Some people call it as Django, D is silent. It's actually a name of the framework, Manoj. It's a name of the framework to develop web application or to write websites. like Amazon, Facebook, okay, whatever the websites you uses, you can make your own blogs actually. And you know how much time it will take? In a in couple of weeks, guys, I can say, because you need to understand the basic syntax. In couple of weeks, you can become a web developer and you can start writing your own websites. You can start making your own blogs. This dream can be fulfilled by Python. This dream, if anybody here, like you read a lot of blogs in web world, right? And a lot of websites like Facebook, social networking websites like Amazon, Flipkart. Okay, you can make a lot of things and all, right? So if you are interested to become a web developer, then you can learn Python. This is another reason. First, couple of reasons we already talked about. Why should you learn Python? The next reason is you should learn Python if you are interested to become a web developer. It's so easy to write websites using Python. Okay, now as Santosh was talking about something like AI ML, let me talk about something more about it. Because these days, only a web developer is not enough. Only web developer can, you know, what can be an average salary of a web developer? You know what is an average? Because end of the day, what matters is the salary. Like obviously, you will ask me like how much this Python will pay me back. Okay, that will be your thing. So HTML is a web language. Yes, Manoj. HTML is a front-end language for developing websites. But HTML and all, they are front-end languages. Okay, they will be used for making your web page. But on the server side, like on the application server, you required to write a business code or the business logic, and there the Python comes in picture. Python is a programming language, not, yeah, it's not used as a front end, it used as a back end. But sometimes Python is also used as a scripting language, guys. Like a JavaScript, you can also use Python as a scripting language. You can also use Python as a scripting language. Okay, so let me talk about some other people who are also works in a company. I hope you heard about something like data engineers, data analyst, and data scientist. Have you heard about these guys? Like data analyst, data scientist, and data engineers. Okay, so good. Manoj has heard about it. Srinivas heard about it. What about others? Everybody has to contribute, guys. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Shiva. Some people did not heard about it. Okay, let me. Yeah, what is an average salary of a web developer? An average salary of web developer per annum can be like 20-25 lakhs per annum. With little experience or with no experience, they can earn some 10 to 15 lakhs per annum. Okay, if you become a web developer. So you can start, you know, after learning Python, you can join as package of 1 lakh per month, or I can say 12 lakhs per annum. You can join as a guy, okay, being a web developer or something. But actually, we are not for that. We are here to make you a data scientist or data analyst or data engineer. And you know what is an average salary of a data analyst, data scientist, or data engineer actually? I would like to show you a paper cut. It was missing, but I can show you a paper cut which I was captured in 2016 when I started teaching data science. Okay, a data scientist can earn 70 plus lakhs per annum. Okay, if with little bit of experience, guys. And I have proved it that most of our students has joined as a data scientist as a fresher with 40, 45, or 50 lakhs per annum, guys. As a fresher data scientist, they have joined as 50 lakhs per annum in India. Yeah, I'm talking in India, and this is real thing, guys. I'm not here to just tell you something. Okay, I can give you proof. Yeah, I'll talk about these things, guys. I'll talk about what is the job of a data scientist, job of a data engineer, and job of a data analyst. And after becoming a data scientist or after becoming a data analyst or data engineer, believe me, you can earn lakhs of money. And guys, you don't believe, not you, a mathematician earning, guys. One of my mathematics colleague, he's a good mathematician actually. Okay, because when I used to take data science classes, he used to take mathematics classes for that. Now, he joined as a data scientist after learning Python. So lot of mathematicians learning Python. Okay, and lots of people have switched their career from their job today as a data science, because there's a big demand of data science, guys, data science or data scientist. So let me talk about why. Okay, I would like to tell you. So, sir, by learning Python, yeah, that's what I can tell you. To be frank, our major agenda is of this workshop is become a data scientist, guys, after learning Python. If you wish to learn Python, then learn Python to become a data scientist. Okay, let me tell you what this guy do actually. What actually mean of this guys do, like data engineer, data scientist, and data analyst. They do data mining or reporting or analyst and all. So let me take some examples to make you understand. Let me take you some example to understand. Have you ever seen something like, you might have visited a lot of online shopping, right? And did you see something like product recommendation? Did you see something like product recommendation? No? Let me show you an example, Manoj. I hope you agree with this. They'll tell you customer who bought this item will also bought this item. Do you agree? In Amazon, Flipkart, and other online shopping portals, you will see that customer who brought this item will also brought. Just for a joke, I just took a pair of shoes here. Okay, that's not exactly they show you. What they show you is, like, for example, I hope you all agree that you visit this website to buy a shoe, and you end up with buying a trouser, a hoodie, a goggle, or something else, right? You just visited that website to buy this, and you end up with buying a lot of things. And because of this recommendation, they are making billions, trillions of business. The online websites are making billions and trillions of business just because of this recommendation, guys. Just because of this recommendation, they are doing business. And how what is this recommendation is all about? Let me talk about little bit in detail how they do this recommendation. Okay, so what we search related to that, they will recommend. Yes, Srinivas, that's true. But how this recommendation comes actually? So customer always look for personalized shopping experience. Do you agree? Customer always look for personalized shopping experience. That they want, like, this is called personalized shopping experience. I was looking for a shoe, and the website shows me a trouser, a hoodie, or something, a googles, because we know that if I'm buying a shoe, I may also want to look for some trousers, because I may be going for something, so I wanted to buy some other products as well. He will not show me that you are buying a shoe. You maybe would like to buy a computer system. You may would like to buy a laptop. They don't do that. They are smart enough. The websites are smart enough. Who is behind that? These guys are behind these guys. Data science, data scientist, or data analyst, or data engineer. Those are the people who are behind this. The moment you start browsing for an item in Amazon, you see recommendations for the product. Okay, your interest, like customer who brought this will also will bought this, as well specified tailored product recommendation on a home page. So a lot of things they do. They make use of real-time online data to build up this. How they build up this thing actually? They use something called machine learning, guys, and artificial intelligence. So online shopping is what you see is an example of machine learning. Like, someone asked me, what is machine learning? Let me explain you what they do actually, guys. Okay, how they know that you would like to purchase this particular thing? Or sometime I will give you one more example. Suppose you visited to Google, you type about something like a product called shoe in a Google, you have browsed somewhere and you have closed it. Next time you log into your Amazon account, in the home page you will see all the product related to that, and sometime you will get shocked to see how this Amazon knows about it, what I was searching in Flipkart, what I was searching in Google, and what I was searching in third party. Do you agree with me? Do you all agree with me? Yeah, that's true, Kirtana. Learning from experience is called machine learning. They are guessing correct recommendation. No, they are not guessing, guys. It is not guessing. It is purely a machine learning, guys. Machine is learning about you. You know what? It's not by, yeah, not experience. That's true. It's like your Amazon knows about you better than you, guys. You know, Amazon is watching you. They take the things from your history, your bookmark, your cached memory, okay, and whatever you visited, they do web scraping, they collect all the data, guys. That's what the data engineers do, collecting of data from the different websites, and do some data analytics, perform some data analysis, and then present you in such a way that you will end up with buying lot of things. That is called product recommendation. Product recommendation is not like randomly picking something and giving it to you. They'll do a lot of analysis, guys. They're playing with your minds so that you purchase. That's why I told you there is a billions and trillions of business. Yeah, that's why you know why they get high paid now, because they do a lot of marketing. Machine learning becomes a very good business kind of thing, guys. That's true, right? Ajit agrees, Manikanta agrees, Srinivas agrees here. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's good. Okay, so that is how this machine learning and all talk about, because they believe that this online shopping things believes that get product in front of more people and sell more. That is their agenda, guys. Get product in front of more people and sell more. Yeah, business plus programming knowledge gives more profit. Obviously, Srinivas. Obviously. Okay, shall we understand? So, our next question is, so what is the benefit? Okay, this is an example of machine learning. Or okay, I'll talk about more about machine learning. I'll give you more examples to understand this machine learning and artificial intelligence. Okay, have you seen chatbots, guys? Have you seen chatbots? Okay, let me write and show you. Chatbots. Not only online marketing. I'll talk about a lot of applications, guys. Okay, for data science especially. So have you seen chatbots? So Khalil says yes, you have seen chatbot. Farah says yes. Sadaf says yes. Okay, so like you visited our website, Naresh IT, then a pop-up will come. We are online. You can talk to us. Okay. So a number of websites actually nowadays offer the option chat with customer. Agree? Whenever you visit any website these days, any shopping website or any website you visit, whether it's for any kind of, they will provide you option like chat with customer. However, not every website have a live executive to answer your queries. Okay, do you think that there is any executive sitting and answering? No, it's all automated, right? So in most of the cases, you talk to a chatbot, guys. You talk to a chatbot. What is a chatbot? Is an application of machine learning. It's a program talking to you. It's a program talking to you. Okay, they are answering your queries. Yeah, very good. They are answering to your queries. So these answers has already been written? No, they will learn by their experience, guys. That is called machine learning. Okay, they will understand your query and they will collect the information, correct the data, and yeah, This all Siri, they are personal assistant guys. That also an example of artificial intelligence and machine learning. The Siris, Alexa, okay, all these are whatever the personal assistants you uses. They are another example of machine learning and artificial intelligence. Okay, not only that guys, every company you take even a smallest application, you know, your LinkedIn uses actually LinkedIn actually started this data science machine learning stuff and all. Okay, your LinkedIn, your YouTube, your Facebook, your Gmail, even you are using machine learning in Gmail, you know. Your Google uses machine learning. Every website uses machine learning. Nowadays you see your YouTube shows you whatever you searched, the history, right? Based on your history, based on your bookmark, they show your interested things. That is called personalized web pages. They make your page so personalized that you love to see, like, okay, you are looking for some sort of drama, and you see that, okay, the drama is in front of you, like your particular movie or whatever you called as is in front of you now. How? Actually, because they know you actually. Yeah, that's true, Srinivas. Right? You're searching for some action movie, they list you all the action movie you may like for. So they know what you like, what you don't like. You post a photo in the Facebook, next day you will get recommendation, right? You suppose you have a photo of your friends, someday you posted it. Next day you get a recommendation from Facebook. You'll get shocked. How my Facebook knows these friends? Okay, you join in some organization, next day you will get recommendation from the Facebook, you wanted to friend with these guys. You'll get shocked to see how Facebook knows, because Facebook do this data analytics guys. They use data, yes, they go from a huge data, right? It's not easy that picking your friend names directly. They do image recognition, which is an artificial intelligence guys. They do image recognition, and they search in the database, and then they will get you back. There are number of examples guys, number of things now. You know, machine learning is everywhere now, and artificial intelligence. You know, these days you might have heard about, like, our what I mean to say, that our ministry is using this AI and ML technology to recognize whether you have using face mask or not. Did you heard about that project? The project is going on, okay, where they can just scan your vehicle number, and they can tell you whether you have automatically you will get a message saying that what challenge you have actually. This is all about artificial intelligence and machine learning. You know, the world needs you guys, data scientist, data analyst, or the data engineer. The world needs you because they can write this machine learning application and artificial intelligence application. And one thing you'll shock to hear, that if you wanted to become this data engineer or data scientist, you know which language you have to learn? The only language you have to learn is Python, guys. The only language you have to learn is Python. There was also a programming language called R, for specially used to write machine learning algorithms and all. So it was actually, now Python is very popular. Okay, so no other language available to become a data scientist. So now you can imagine, whatever you heard about machine learning, AI and all, to learn a machine learning or to write machine learning applications, to write AI application, you require Python. So that's what I told you. Our major agenda for today's course is to know why should you learn Python. You should learn Python to write such kind of machine learning application, to write such artificial intelligence application, or to write some such data science applications, guys. That's why you should learn Python. Now, do you all agree, guys? Do you all agree that why should you learn Python now? After Python, you can become a web developer, you can become a data scientist, you can become a data engineer, you can become a data analyst. Okay, you can write machine learning application, you can make your own, like whichever the company you join, you require. You don't believe that. That's why I told you a lot of mathematicians learning Python. Data scientists are these days are highly paid sharp. Practical example in the sense, Manoj. See, I can show you making a chat bot, but it takes time, Manoj. I can show you. You don't believe that in few lines of code you can write chatbot, which can answer your queries right now. Python is developed in 1989. Then because of this, that's what I told you. Because of this machine learning and AI, guys. Because of this machine learning and AI, Python became so popular. Because people realize that Python is actually, that's what I told you, history. ABC was very good to talk to data. So Python has this thing that it can talk to data. And another reason is Python is a multi-paradigm. Python and see, if you wanted to learn machine learning, then you should be a master in Python programming language. Then little bit of mathematics like probability, statistics, algebra, little bit of mathematics. That's all, guys. If you already learned that in your childhood, I mean your school days. So I don't think that you have to. Just quick review of mathematics and learn Python. So there are many places, guys, but obviously our institute is one of the top most Python thing and data science. Okay, that's all secondary, guys. This workshop agenda is to make you understand, guys, you can get paid in lakhs, guys, and actually India needs you, guys. India needs you, that we want everyone of you to become data science, because there is a huge demand in this area, guys. Business analytics, data science, there's a huge demand in this. So you will get paid. See, now I'll get back to embedded systems and all, because Ganesh was very much concerned about embedded system. Definitely definitely become a data scientist and you can earn in lakhs of money, guys. Okay, so that's thing. I was talking about this online shopping product, and I was talking about data science, right? So how Python gives support for data science. So basically Python has lots of modules for that, guys. Python has very popular module called NumPy, stands for numerical Python. Okay, it has pandas. I hope you heard about these modules, right? Have you heard about this module? Give me 2 minutes, guys. I'll talk about embedded systems as well. Have you heard about this NumPy, pandas, matplotlib, scipy? These are the popular libraries available, okay, which deals with your data things. Like NumPy stands for numerical Python, pandas deals with your data sets and data frames, matplotlib is for visualization. Okay, like for example, if you are a seller in Amazon, at the end Amazon will give you a statistics how much your product has in sale in which area, so that you can decide your business statistics in a proper way. You can grow your business in a proper way. They'll give you statistics actually. So that's all the game of machine learning again. And if you want to become a data science, these are the prerequisite library. Other than that, you have scikit-learn, you have TensorFlow, you have Keras. All these are for AI, like image recognition or OpenCV. All these are modules are available. So another reason why you should go for Python, Python has numerous modules or libraries, guys. Hundreds and thousands of libraries are available. In short, Python is everywhere. Python is everywhere. For artificial intelligence, Python has modules like scikit-learn, Keras, TensorFlow, OpenCV. These are the modules available for AI and ML. So all has been written in Python. If you want to learn scikit-learn, if you want to learn Keras, if you want to learn OpenCV, you have to learn Python, guys. I've seen many people doing this mistake. They directly jump and learn these things, guys. Believe me, many of my colleagues has done this mistake and they have come back and they have relearned Python again. because you cannot go for these modules directly until and unless you are not master in Python, because you should be familiar with programming syntax, otherwise you cannot explore these modules, guys. I'm talking about these modules which give support in AI/ML. That's why Python is very popular in AI/ML, because Python has number of libraries which give support for AI/ML, guys, artificial intelligence and machine learning. So if you wanted, anybody like most of here wanted to become, definitely guys, if you wanted to communicate with technology and all, you have to learn Python. There is no other option. You cannot learn C for that. You cannot learn Java. You cannot learn C++. No doubt that makes you programming. Yeah, there are like cloud computing as well. I'll talk about Ganesh. There are some cloud computing things, like you wanted to learn Hadoop. Okay, we have a module called PyDo. If you wanted to learn Spark, you have PySpark. So even for cloud computing, Python give a full support, guys. Not only that, Hadoop is a technology for cloud computing, Manoj. You can make clusters of computer, and then you can communicate the way you put the data and all, right? You might have heard about Java technology where they use Hadoop. So Python also gives support for Hadoop. Web development, I already told you. In web development, you have Django, you have Flask, you have Pylons, you have Web2Py. All these frameworks are available for web development as well. So you can create scalable web apps using frameworks which built in Python. Python is everywhere. Computer graphics, you want to make desktop application, you want to make game development, you have libraries like Kinter, you have Jython, you have Vex Python, you have Pygame. In gaming, in everywhere, Python is very popular. I think I don't have to tell anything more. Like that's what Ganesh was talking about, like IoT, Internet of Things. You know, we have Raspberry Pi. Anybody heard about Raspberry Pi, Ganesh? Have you heard about Raspberry Pi? It's a Python module for embedded system on Internet of Things. Let me talk about Internet of Things also. Now you know there are a lot of jokes on Internet of Things. Like you wanted to purchase some fruit or some vegetable. Generally, you call your parents, right, to ask what to purchase, what not to purchase. Now you can talk to your devices, guys. You can talk to your refrigerator. You can talk to your washing machine directly. Being at your office, you can call to your refrigerator and you can ask how things going on. What is the status? Okay. You can check whether light is on and off. Yes, Raspberry Pi is one of the library for writing IoT application, guys. You can ask your refrigerator, can give recommendation now, what to purchase, what not to purchase. He can give recommendation that you have purchased carrots, but you haven't eat. Okay, don't purchase so and so fruit, so and so vegetable because you have so and so disease or something. Because they can further talk to the medical thing, your doctor, and can take information from the doctor what kind of medicines you are taking. Based on that, they can give you recommendations, guys. Believe me, recommendations will be everywhere. You cannot imagine world without machine learning, AI, and IoT, guys, in future. And which language will help you to build all those things? Python. Now, Srinivas, you will realize later. You will see that already you see in movies, right? And now you're going to see real thing, and you are going to make all those things, guys. That's what you have. For embedded things and all, you have to write code. You have to write that script to communicate with those devices, and that Python will do that. Using Raspberry Pi, you can communicate, guys. You can make your fan on automatically. You can make off. Yeah, that's what. Raspberry Pi is pocket computer. That's true. That's for embedded system. That's what you're calling Diria. That pocket computing is nothing but your embedded system. So artificial intelligence in civil engineering. Anybody from in civil engineering now? You can see that they are using artificial intelligence, guys. They are already started using. Now these buildings will no more be constructed by human beings. They automatically done by your AI and machine learning. You can write code for that. For mechanical engineer brings AI to reality actually. If you are from mechanical engineering, civil engineering, many people think that I am from mechanical engineering, I am from civil, I am from electronics, I don't need Python. You need quite Python more than a computer science guys. And if if anybody having any question, like a non-computer engineer can do, yes, artists are learning Python guys. Yes, that's true. Yeah, that's what Ganesh you're asking about this thing, right? Yeah, one of the best example is like your auto drive cars, AI. If anybody talks about AI, first thing they talk about that automated cars, right? Like Jeep and all, they created a lot of testing going on that automatic cars, driverless cars, yeah, self-driven cars or driverless cars, whatever you call. It's another example of AI, and again, Python will be useful there, right? Not only that, Python is very much useful in automation and testing teams and all. AI, Python people, guys. Python people will develop AI. Python gives complete support for learning AI. Deep learning is next level for machine learning, Hari. Okay. Uh, like if you wanted to go for more analytics into that, so that's the, if AI improved, work will be decreased. That's what we want, Srinivas. We want more programmers rather than workers. Yeah, you see, you see your television. Nowadays, you see that televisions can be controlled by your voice, can be controlled by your gestures. Your washing machines can be controlled by your voice. Alexa is another best example for embedded system, which listen your voice and book your ticket. Okay, maybe a movie ticket or maybe an online ticket. Yeah. Okay. And you can just take a picture of any hotel and you can find out the details about that particular hotel. You know, your life is becoming so easy, guys. Life is becoming so easy. You know, if I talk the whole day, I can talk about Python, how it can be useful. We just talk about 1% where Python can be useful, guys. There are a lot of other reasons which I have not talked about, like Python is so simple to write. Okay, how Python is different from other languages, how Python is different from your C, your Java. I put the reasons why should you learn Python, because the next most important thing is like Python is #1 programming language. Yeah, smart work rather than hard work will work out. That's true, Srinivasa. That's 100%. Yeah, of course, we do have a lot of online training sessions, guys. We do have a lot of online training. See, but our major agenda, please be clear. I wanted to tell you like why you should learn Python, and no doubt our institute is #1 in data science and Python training. Okay, that I'm assured about it because I'm in touch in many years. Okay, so I'm in touch. So #1, but our agenda is very different, guys. We want because our Naresh sir interest is our Indians should become a data science guys, because data science does not require any background, any degree. I told you many artists, many mathematicians are learning Python and joining as a data science. Then why don't you? Why don't you? Being a civil engineer, being a mechanical engineer, being an electronic engineer, being a computer science engineer, being a computer background, why don't you? It's only a small thing behind between you and getting a good job, because end of the day salary matters, guys. End of the day salary matters. Degree is need, Shanta. Degree is needed. I'm not saying degree is not needed, but at least no computer background is needed, Shanta, because by that AI can be used in multiple areas. Suppose you are from biology, okay, you can learn Python, no doubt. You are a pharmacist, suppose you still can learn Python and use in your area. Understood? Yeah, of course. You can learn complete Python in detail. Uh, that depends on you. Okay, but I can say you, if you dedicatedly work for 1 month or 2 months, guys, believe me, you can start making some AI small projects on AI. And then once you start, you never stop because it's so interesting itself. By hearing, I hope everybody feels interesting. So believe, if you start making your own chatbot, if you start making your own product recommendation, you're making your own blogs, imagine how interesting will be. And obviously you may be asking who uses Python, so I can tell you a lot of big companies here. I just mentioned few. Your NASA uses Python, guys. For NASA, one of the important language is Python. For Reddit, for Quora, for Google, one of the popular language for Google. Out of 4 language, one language is Python, guys. Google has its own language called Go, but Python is a major language because Guido von Rossum also worked in Google. You see some Sundar Pichai's interviews. He talk about Python and he talks about AI, how they're using AI in their technologies and all. Yeah, we do also have Srinivasa. You need to talk to our team people. Okay, I can answer related to this particular stuff. Obviously, our team will help you, will guide you in further. Okay, that's what, Madhar. Our team will help you to guide you. If any question related to the agenda, why should I learn Python? Yeah, thank you, Farah. It is true that I also take sessions there. So would like to answer some questions, guys. Then, okay, Bhupesh says that, yeah, I'll tell you, there is a lot of confusion, guys, but Java will not make you a data scientist, Raj. Startups gives you important for Java because whatever the product they're working on. Okay, they may not be using much AI and all, but believe me, without Python, you cannot imagine your life in any industry. I tell you, na minimum 35 days to 40 days you money you spend sincerely on Python. Believe me, you will become master in Python. And once you become master in Python, nobody have to guide you. You can become a data scientist by yourself. Yeah, that's true. One step completed, that's why we have to learn Python. Now, second step learning, we will, yeah, that's true. I'm telling you, Ganesh, it hardly take 40 days, okay, to learn Python perfectly. Yeah, Raj says he knows Python. I don't know how to apply in real world. Yeah, that's you need to get guided for that. PyCharm is a IDE, guys. PyCharm is an IDE. It's not a programming language. Like for C, you uses Dave C, Microsoft C, Turbo C. For Java, you use Eclipse, NetBeans. Something like PyCharm is an IDE. Jupyter, Anaconda Jupyter is also an IDE, guys. Integrated development environment for writing programming language, especially Python. Who recruits students for data scientists? Every company, guys. You can join as your dream companies like Google, Facebook. Okay, every company requires data scientists. Even small scale companies require data scientists. That all you can talk to our people, guys. Okay, about cost and all. Workshop agenda is very different, guys. Okay, workshop agenda is very different. That Naresh sir told that we wanted to conduct workshops because we want our students, because we wanted to tell them the importance of Python. Yeah, that's true, Santosh. Python will not give you that much salary because it's just a programming language. Either you have to become a web developer or you have to become a data scientist, learn ML and AI. That definitely paid you a lot. Yeah, any degree is okay with to become a data scientist, guys. I'm sure that to become a data scientist, any degree, because they are in need actually. Yeah, I love to hear that you're very excited. So that's what I at least our motto has been fulfilled. Yeah, if you would like to see some code in Python, I would like to show you some code in Python, guys. Okay, so let's go with little practical and show you some stuff what you can do in Python. You know, Srinivasa, we are teaching to school people. You're talking about BTech first year. We are teaching to school people. And before BTech, we are teaching Python so that they can start working on ML and AI in first year itself. Yeah, fresher jobs also available in Python, guys. But believe me, nobody will stop after learning. Nobody will stop learning ML and AI after learning Python, guys. Believe me. I haven't seen any student who stopped after Python. I started this Python teaching in 2016. First course of data science. Okay, I took in Python and R. I started teaching data science with Java. You don't believe, because actually I'm a Java trainer earlier and still. So I started implementing data science in Java, but then R became popular, so we started training in R and implementing data science with R. In 2016, I started my career in Python actually, and till then we have to a lot of data science batches and Python batches or training, especially I'm in training, and a lot of development. We have developed a lot of products as well, like we have developed recently an AI thing through webcam taking attendance, or through webcam finding any stranger. Yeah, I taught R and SAS before. Now I stopped teaching because people, nobody, very rare. We used to get people who wanted to learn R and SAS kind of thing. Okay, now everyone moves towards Python because of this huge demand and number of modules, number of libraries available. People will love to go for Python rather than R and SAS. We stopped. A couple of batches I used to take in a month, not more. Yeah, only Python is sufficient for a fresher for any AAML, 100%, 100%. Only Python is sufficient with little mathematical knowledge, guys. You should be good with probability, statistics, algebra. I think people will teach you in the course. Shashank, if you tell people, companies are still asking C and Java because Python is still not common everywhere. So they cannot test in Python. So that's why they have only option for testing in C and Java, guys. They're only testing you. Of course, Python is more easy than C. Do you want to see some examples? Hundreds, thousands of packages, Shanta. I shown you all the packages, right? Python is popular because of packages. You don't find even 10% of libraries and all in Java and C language compared to Python, guys. Yeah, I can guarantee you that at least you can become a good Python programmer, a master in Python in 40-50 days, guys. That I can give you, because we did a lot of batches like that. So you can become a good Python. Then after that, you have to work on AI and ML to become to go further. Yeah, I would like to start coding now, because most of them are asking about code. Guys, again I'm telling, this workshop, yeah, Srinivasa, if you are interested, you can talk to our people. Okay. Please do attend our next workshops as well. We are planning some Django workshop as well, some hands-on on Django. This is not completely an hands-on session, but Django workshop will be completely hands-on. Okay. So we will tell you what is prerequisite for that. You can also work along with me. Okay. Now I'll show you here, guys. I can open some project, existing project, or I can start with a new project here. Okay, now, how to, I'll just show you some codes here now. Okay, how to write simple codes in Python, how it will be so easy to write. Okay, now, for example, I wanted to write, let's start with hello world code. In C language or in Java language and all, if you wanted to write some simple code called hello world code, okay, then you need to learn a lot of things. At least I'm also a C trainer and Java trainer. To train hello world, I generally take a 4 or 5 hour session to just explain them hello world program, because I cannot directly start with hello world. I cannot directly start with hello world. I have to teach them what is header files are all about, what is about main function, why it returns integer, what is return type, okay, what are the different standards. So a lot of things I need to talk about. Just to explain hello world, I have to talk 3 hours unnecessary actually, just to make them understand hello world, because my way of teaching will be, I wanted make them understand everything. I believe that if you're writing a single line in any programming language, you should not by heart, or you should not write blindly. You should know why you're writing that line. Like in Java programming language, like that's what I'm putting some code here now. If you're writing this code in C++, you should know why you're writing this hash include stdio, why you're writing int main, why you're writing this std, what is this colon, what is this cout, what is this thing. To explain you this code, guys, you know how much time I required? I required 5 to 6 hours of time to just explain this code, which is unnecessary. I am telling guys, which is unnecessary as a beginner. No doubt I have to teach you later, but as a beginner, it's very unnecessary. And just to teach you hello world program in Java, I required minimum 8 to 10 hours, guys. Because I have to teach you what is class, what is object, how to make them, what is this hello world app, what is this public, why static, why void, why main, why you are writing all these things, what is system, what is out, what is println. Okay, I am spending a lot of unnecessary time in teaching. Not only teaching, even programmers realize that they are spending unnecessary time on writing this code. That's why you see that a lot of jokes in Python, that if you write some 1,000 line of code in Java, you can write in 10 lines of code in Python. Don't you think that is very amazing? That you write some hundreds of lines of code in Java, you can write in 10 lines of code. That's what the popularity about Python, guys. In Python, you can write the code in just few lines. In just few lines. Like you wanted to teach hello world, I can write print, I can write hello world here now. Hello world. I'm writing in actually PyCharm. Okay, this is PyCharm IDE. I run my code now. Okay, I run my code now. And once I run my code, you see my output is coming in my console called hello world. Okay, now you wanted to save this hello world in some file. Or for example, I would like to use your name. Recently, Manoj has talked. I will say, I wanted to say hello Manoj. Okay, Manoj. Hello Manoj. But I don't want to print this onto the console. I wanted to save it in some file. I wanted to save it in some file called Manoj. You know how I can write it? I can write in only one line of code, guys. You see, I'll say FP is equal, don't worry about the code. I'm opening one file called Manoj. I hope I don't have any file called Manoj right now. A text file I'm opening, and I will say for writing purpose, and I hope it's very understandable as well. I don't have to. Yeah, thank you. I'll just say file FP. Generally, workshops cannot be. We cannot judge from workshop, guys. But thank you for your comment. Now you see, I run my code now. I'll say hello, Manoj. Welcome to Naresh IT. Okay, some simple sentence I wanted to write it. Let me run this code now, guys. And you see there is no output onto the console. I'll go to my desktop and you can see that there is a Manoj file has been created. And here, hello Manoj, welcome to Naresh IT has come here. Same code you wanted to write in Java, you know how much lines of code you have to write. And same thing in C language. So you will remember this word, I hope. As some of students have joined here, they can tell you, or the who already learn Python, they can justify me that or agree with me that whatever the code you used to write in so big lines of code, you can just write in 1 or 2 lines of code, guys. Did you remember prime numbers? Did you remember prime numbers, guys? Have you written a logic of prime numbers ever? Please confirm those who have written the logic of prime numbers. Okay, my question to everyone, can you write in single line, in one line, printing prime numbers from 1 to 50? In one line. In one line, guys. Can you imagine a code in one line to print prime numbers? I know, I'm just showing you the some practical part so that you can understand Python in a better way. Okay, I'll write in one line, guys. See this code. See this code? I'll write in one line to print all the prime numbers from 1 to 50. To print all the prime numbers from 1 to 50, I will write the code in one line. No, it's not predefined function. It's completely logic. Yeah, that's true. That's the beauty I'm talking about. What you write in so many lines of code in C and Java, you can write in one line in Python. I'm sure most of them syntax they will not follow, but still let me try here and I can show you guys in single line. In single line, how to write prime number. I'll say print prime for every p value in the range of 2 to 50. Okay, 2 to 51. Okay, if 0 not in, okay, not in, yeah, maybe side, it will upload so that you can go through with this workshop. Okay, p I modulus 2. Okay, I modulus 2. I can say for, okay, for I in P, for I in P, where P modulus I. That's all, guys. That's all. I think I have to check with my syntax now. Okay, I have to check with my syntax here, and I will say range of okay 1 comma p, 1 comma p. That's all. No colon, no opening bracket, no closing bracket, no semicolon, guys. No semicolon. Let me run this code. It's actually printing. Let me just see what is. I'll explain. I'll try to explain this code now, guys. Then you will understand. I'll try to explain this code, what is happening. Then you will understand the beauty of this code. Logic is is same, guys. The logic is not different here. So let me put here in my blackboard to make you understand. Yeah, I'll explain this code. Just for, I'm not explaining this code so that like especially the people who are from non-technical background, they will get confused, but let me explain you what is happening here now. Okay, just for to show you that I can write this code in one line. I can write this code in one line. Now what happened is, first it will pick 2 from P. In P is a variable, stands for prime, I put it. So it will took P value becomes 2 now. Okay, and then it will go here, pick the value P here, and this will be included if this condition satisfies. If this condition satisfies now. What is the condition now? It will take 2 and divide with 1. Divide with 1. Okay, 2 divided by 1. If 2 divided by 1, if it is z, like, okay, and fine. If 0 is not in that, then only I will divide. So I will start dividing with not 1. I'll start dividing with 2. Okay, I think I should divide 1 to that number. If any time if it is getting 0 here, okay, then it should not be included. Then it should not be included now. So then you see I'm getting 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23. Do you agree these are the prime numbers from 1 to 50? Do you all agree? These are the prime numbers from 1 to 50. And how many lines of code I have written in Python? How many lines of code I have written? Only 1 line of code. That's the beauty. Okay, I'll paste this code. Someone can try, because again, you require some knowledge, guys, of Python syntax. Otherwise, it is little enough, but it is understandable. Do you agree that it is little understandable? The logic may be a little tricky because I wrote in 1 line, because if I'm writing in 1 line means you must be smart enough. That's true. That's what Python make you smart thinker as well, guys. Believe me, Python is going to rule the world. Still companies prefer C and Java because there is a common platform for testing, guys. C and Java, everybody knows it. Directly they cannot say that I will start testing in Python, everyone learn Python. No, they cannot do that. Okay, so that's why still they will test in C and Java, but it doesn't mean that Python is cannot be used to work in companies. You know, after making you join in their company, they'll make you learn Python and they'll make you do all that stuff. Otherwise, with C and Java, you cannot do this kind of stuff now. I hope I tried my best to make you understand what is the importance of Python. Why should I learn Python? I hope everybody can answer yourself now. I will not answer why should you learn Python. Now you can answer why should you learn Python. So now question yourself, why should I learn Python? It's so simple. Okay, I can write code in so simple way in single line. Syntax is also so simple. It's like you're writing in English. You're telling for every P value in the range of 2 to 51. If 0 is not in this list, you add them. It's something like I'm writing an English language, guys. That's why I told you, you can read like you're writing a script. You're writing in English language. I don't think any layman can understand your C language or Java language, but Python can be understood very easily. Right? So shall we conclude our workshop now? I can show you a lot of practical example like this, but I think you understood like why we should go for Python. So that makes sense. This is only for lockdown. In future also we will continue, guys. Okay. Because we used to conduct offline workshop, but as because of lockdown, We have gone for online workshops, but we do have online sessions and everything. Final conclusion is like suggestion that learn Python and earn a lot. Yeah, of course you can contact our team people. They'll guide you further, guys. Any other workshops? Okay, anything they will guide you. Yeah, I'll move cursor. Yeah, you want that whole code to show? I've already sent that code. There are a lot of resources, guys, but I think if you wanted to learn in short time, okay, better learn from somebody, because there are a lot of textbooks available, there are a lot of resources available, but like you will get some like you need time for that. And especially we Indians, it's we believe that we'll if we learn from human, it's easy for us generally. So shall we conclude now? Any questions? Shall we conclude for this workshop? Hope we will see in another workshop, which is Django. That will also give you a glance on how we can write websites. Yeah, Sai will give you any support also. Our team people will give you support. No, guys, I think it's a one-day workshop. I hope you got that information. The resource of information, please contact to our people. You can visit our website, Naresh IT, and you can see all the things, all the workshops we are conducting. If you would like to take any help from our people, our sir is so helpful, guys. You require any sort of help, you please contact people. You don't believe how humble, how helpful those people are, guys. Really, I was very thankful, guys. I'm into this thing since many years. I feel so happy, like the way they give support to us, the way they give help. Sometimes I'll get shocked, like how much support they give to students. Please, you visit our website. You'll get their contact numbers and all. Yeah, that's true. I think the people who have already learned some courses, have already took their courses, they know better. I'm not. They know already. Especially online support and all, they'll definitely give you a good support, guys. Okay. So any further thing about the workshops and all, you please contact our team people. They will help you. Anything related to this particular thing, please can talk now. I'll help you out with that. Okay, so we will be concluding now. Yes, Srinivasa, but it's to you. It's to you because we don't know your understanding. Okay, so how you understand and all. So if you want practical and all, because like practical, what they do is they'll give you assignments. Okay, now we in lockdown we are planning for online assignments as well. Every day 3 to 4 assignments, programs to be completed. So in 40-45 days you will be doing some 300-400 programs, so you will become a good programmer as well. Okay, you need practice, guys. You need life. You need to talk about to people and all. So with this I'll take a leave, guys. Thank you all for joining us. I hope I did my job. It is not justifiable in 1 hour or 2 hours to talk about such big thing, but I hope I tried my best to justify. Yeah, thank you, guys. Thank you for your thing. Okay, that at least our interest is you learn Python. From where and all, that is not our concern. Learn Python, okay, and see, get a taste, guys. I hope you will love from day one to day end, okay, because Python is so fun to learn. Believe me, people stop using other languages after learning Python. One of the example is me. I personally, if you ask me to implement any program, I will love to implement in Python, guys. Because I'm like, no, don't want to write the code in 15, 16 lines of code. I love to line in 1 or 2 lines of code. Okay, so thank you all once again. Thank you for joining. Yeah, have a nice day, everyone. Have a nice Sunday. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Madhan. Okay, definitely. I told you now, we are teaching this Python for school people now. They are joining us from US and all. They are joining us because they are teaching. And a lot of first years they join us because they are learning AI and ML in first year. So they take courses before they joining BTech degree. Next Sunday, I think we'll have a Django workshop. Yeah, thank you, Manoj. Have a nice Sunday. Yeah, it's for creating web applications, guys. Okay, it's creating web application. I think that gives you a clear thing when you join the workshop. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Sunday might be. Next Sunday, we'll have a Django workshop. That will be for 3 hours or more than that because it's completely practical. We'll send you all the details, what is a prerequisite. So get ready with installation and all, a little installation. Otherwise, also you can join. I'll show you completely practical here. That will be pure practical from first minute to the last minute. It will be pure practical. Okay, I hope you'll enjoy that as well. Oh, that's thank you. Thank you. I put in charging. Yeah, thank you everyone. We'll leave now. Okay, we'll take leave. Please talk to our people, guys. They'll guide you for everything. Anything, you can contact me through them also if you required any support or any guidance and all. We'll guide you every way, guys. Because our interest is very pure, guys. Our interest is you should learn Python somehow. Okay, that is our interest. So any support in that regard, please. Yeah, thank you, Shay. Thank you for your comments. Yeah, my name is Younus. Actually, I'm a trainer. I used to train a lot of technologies. I started my career obviously with C. Then I switched to Android because I love mobile development. Because at that time, when I completed my graduation, mobile development was in huge. So I trained Android a lot and iPhone applications as well using Swift and using Kotlin and Java. Okay. Now, then I started my career in data science. Now I'm enjoying data science. And in Naresh, I started my career with web development actually, full stack web development and UI technologies. A long time back, I started my career with Naresh sir. Maybe yes, Srinivasa, but they just give you a glance kind of thing, like workshop kind of thing. Okay, mastering is different, learning is different. Like if anybody is interested to go like machine learning and AI, then you should be master, guys. If you just wanted to learn Python for okay, like thing, then it's okay. But if you're like dependent on this thing, so you should be master in one language perfectly. Whatever you feel like, because you are all matured enough to take decision, we just guide you, but ultimately you have to take decision like what to learn and what not to learn. You can get all those details from our website, guys. Everything is available in our website. So please do visit our website, talk to people if you want. You can get my phone number or email address as well. You can also talk to me. Okay, you can visit our website. Website name is Naresh IT. Okay, just go to this nareshit.in. Okay, this is our website, and you can just visit here and you can see here now. Okay, complete information will be available here. Very, yeah, definitely, guys. You don't will be very interactive. This is just workshop, okay? But you attend couple of workshops, or we also provide demos. You attend that, you will understand, okay, how interactive it will be. So it will be like live session. Yeah, thank you, everyone. So we always here to guide you. Anytime if you need any guidance, you can contact us, guys. Unix is based a language about Python programming. Must and should learn Unix language to learn Python. No need. No need. You don't require any operating system to learn, guys, for learning Python. We have online sessions, guys, morning, night. We take classes at night, 9:30, 10:30, 9 o'clock batch. Okay, morning 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock. So we have all facilities. Okay, so anyhow, Srinivasa, please, yeah, that's what. Doubts clarification, we'll have groups, we'll make WhatsApp groups, okay? They'll, students talk to each other, faculties will clear their doubts, online things, everything, guys. You don't see like it's more than your offline things. Yeah, all these workshops are free, guys. And we also, demo sessions also will be provided if you are interested to know more about that faculty, more about that course and all. We provide demo sessions also. I told you now, for doubts clarification and for assignments on some nice platform, okay, with automatic validation. We provide you some 200-300 programs on Python which do automatic validation, doubts clarification online. We do have Sunday sessions. Now, night we have session on doubts clarification or extra topics, guys. You have to talk to our people, guys, about demo sessions and all. They'll tell about demo sessions. Okay, so I think it's too long, so I'll take a leave, guys. Okay, any other related with Python or related with any technology, if you want to contact me, feel free. You can contact our people. They'll help you and they'll guide you to reach me or to reach anybody who can help you, guys. We are always ready to help you 24/7. You can contact to them better. Okay, to contact to our team people. Yeah, for more queries and all, you can contact to our team people. They'll guide you all the way. Okay, so I'll finally take a leave, guys. Have a good day. Signer, that's true. You can take this advantage of Python. People doing that actually. A lot of people doing that because there's a huge requirement, right? So I think it's a good time for you because you can. Yeah, thank you, Srinivasa. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, bye. Yeah, bye. Hope we'll see you all in the next workshop. So I'm taking a leave, guys. Huh? Any other queries? Please contact our people. Huh? I'll take a leave now. Thank you all. Yeah, bye, Ahmad. Bye, everyone.